Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dom1. Today we're going to be going into Red Hood. It's a Red Hood guide. I'm going to be telling you guys basic combos, tips, tricks, how to basically play the hero, just about everything that I've learned throughout my time playing this hero. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's get right started here with just the basic moveset here. First we have 4 basics, right? That gives you a little iframe right at the top, from which you can basically go into 4 air basics, right? Very simple. You also have an air dash. You have an important part of your kit here also, which is a dash cancel. Sorry, not a dash cancel, a gauge cancel. If you press S after any attack, you'll be able to basically cancel just about any attack, right? And then you also have a hold D special attack after every single basic, right? So if I do 1 basic, I'll get the knife. If I get 2 basics, I'll get an apple. And if I do 3 basics, pull out the guns, right? So, with all that in mind, you also have one more thing. Sorry, 2 more things. The first is you get a slam down as well. This slam down actually also breaks ice. It used to guard break, but now it just breaks ice, which is pretty useful to start a combo. So that's cool. And then you also have the guard break itself, which, as a note, cannot be used after any basic, because if you use a couple basics and then use a hold D, you're not going to guard break. You're just going to use whatever move is being used, right? So if you're going to get up against someone with 360 block as an example, you would have to stall, right, and then use that guard break. So just depends on what your playstyle is, kind of how you're playing, who you're playing against, and you'll kind of get a feel for how to basically play this. Alrighty, so now let's go into a little bit of detail about how each of these special attacks function. So the first is the knife. Cool thing about the knife is that when you attack, you will always go behind the opponent if you're pressing nothing, right? But the cool thing here is if you press an arrow key, you will go in that direction from which you're attacking, because a lot of people can easily expect a knife to just go from behind them, and they will prematurely just pretty much block behind them. So if you, as an example, in this position, are holding the left arrow key while holding B, you'll attack from the left, right? So you can do the same from the bottom and from the top, right? So you can easily fake people out and fuck people and get some openings there that way. Another cool thing about the knife is that you can actually use it very far and stab people from a ways. If you do it too quickly, like so, like right there, you're just going to go right through the opponent. But if you attack people quick enough or slow enough and time your attack, you'll be able to get a feint just like that. Because the whole point of this attack is just get a simple feint to start a combo, right? And another cool thing about that attack there is that its hitbox actually extends into the dash cancel on the way up. So as you can see here, I was going up, and that still counted as me using the knife attack, so to speak. So those are all things you have to keep in mind when you're kind of screwing with someone and trying to fly around and find an opening. And again, a cool thing about all this is when you're attacking, you can attack from left, right. So like here, I can dash and attack from behind, or I can just attack on this side. You can just screw with people and attack from basically any angle, and they a lot of times won't be able to react, so you can start a combo pretty easily. Alright, the next part is the apple. The apple is, I'm gonna be honest, it's not that good. A lot of people just now use it as like a troll. Kind of just throw bombs out, just kind of have fun with it. Use it kind of like midnight guns in a similar way. You kind of just drop bombs, have fun. But you can also use it in neutral, kind of cross people sometimes, because like if the attack is behind them, if they don't jump, then you just get an easy combo there. If they do, then you just cancel up and kind of just start hitting them in the air. So it can be used there, but it's not really, because there are other ways that you can pressure people and a lot of easier ways to do so too. Alrighty, and then the last part here is the guns. Guns are probably the most controversial. Before the nerf of June 2023, you could actually inf with just the guns alone, but now you can't do that, as we can see here. So 1, 2, 3. If I use the guns here and I try to use basics, I'm too high. There was not enough lift. So we can compensate that via one of 3 ways. So the first is to delay our third attack, right? Since there's enough space, since we're close enough, we can lift high enough to basically go ahead and continue the combo. So the second here is you can space yourself out a little bit further and wait for the combo to hit. So that was just the default, right? So right there. So if I waited a little bit longer, I'd be able to hit them from the back. So okay, let's try that again. like so. This is the hardest to do. Usually the most consistent is just to stay close and then go in the other direction. And then the third is with the dash attacks into the guns, right? So 1, 2, 3, like so. This is faster and more consistent. But again, if you have no gauge, you can't do this, right? So 1, 2, 3. I can't teleport up, right? Not teleport, but dash up. But yeah, that's pretty much all the basics here. There's also the weapon skill. The weapon skill is okay. It guard breaks now, but it doesn't do as much damage as before. A lot of people are just going to be using the weapon skill like this. Just mash the attack button. But if you use 2 attack keys, if you alternate between each keys, you can actually hit an opponent or opponents a lot faster, like so. Yeah, that was a bad demonstration for try one time. It's a lot quicker. And then you can kind of just continue a combo a lot quicker, like so. But what's most of the time is going to happen is that with all this server lag, you're just going to kind of be stuck in the air like that. On the client side, you're going to see this. On the server side, what's going to happen is they're just going to be knocked down instantly. So when this happens, just do your basics quickly, and then just start a combo from there. Alrighty, that's pretty much all the moves here. Let's go into the next part of the video. Alrighty, so here we are in the next part of the video. Ideally, when you are doing these combos, with Omen Cape, Red Hood basically does have an infinite, because when you are doing these combos, you have to think of basically 2 things, and that is whether you have a slam down available, if it's refreshed, or if your skill, your trinket skill in this case, is refreshed. So if I slam down, right, twice, 1, 2, 3, into another slam down, my combo's over, right? So I would have to extend my combo somehow in order to basically slam down again. So we could do that by delaying here, right? And then just keep going here, right? So, and this is just the base cape, right? So you wouldn't even have to use Omen Cape or KFP Trinket in this instance. But ideally, if you had enough space, you would continue like that, right? 1, 2, 3, and then just use Omen Cape and continue like so. So now you can just keep going there, right? So in HQ, you don't have, you actually have a lot of decay, but in a match with lag, you're not gonna have a lot of decay. So this inf is very much possible, and we'll actually pull up that clip right now for both of those instances. All right, roll the tape. Alright, so the next thing about Red is that you can actually do drop damage several ways. 3 that I can think of the top of my head here. So the first is with the base kit. Okay, let's try that again. Only problem with this is that it takes 3 gauge. So ideally you would not want to do this because when you're playing neutral, you want to use all of your gauge, right? So this is possible, it's just kind of not really feasible. You can try it with Omen Cape. This gives, this takes 2 gauge. You can do it with the dash, you can do it with the guns like this, just either or. And then the last is actually with Kung Fu Panda Trinket. I didn't really say this in the combo part of the video, but I will now. There's also the semi-infinite that you can do with that, but here, let's do the drop damage first. And then you can actually do an extension like so. So there I just didn't wait enough. But with the combo extension, instead of using Omen, what you can do is look away, use that, double jump, and then just continue your combo like so. So that's how you can use KFP Trink. Alright, so that's pretty much the technical part of this video. Just some additional notes. You should kind of know that Red actually keeps its gauge on swap, so you kind of just keep doing all that, you know. So that's something important to note. And just logistically, you can pretty much play any set you want on 0. Again, I would just recommend with either just a combo extender for a trinket, whether it be Omen or KFP, but you don't even need that. As shown earlier, you can use the base kit just to basically hit off anyone off the map, no problem. Helmet and armor, I've seen Gandrim used a lot just because of the speed boost and the dex boost. Can use just about any helmets. I've seen Vaga. I'm using E-Laser just for offensive capabilities. But yeah, it's pretty much a good all-around hero. Would recommend it. Stat-wise, I go attack, def, speed, because since I play Arc, I don't really put a lot into dex, just because I play King Arthur a lot, and that's my dex hero. Again, nothing into web skill, just because of how lag sense we are on the server. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and hope you guys have a good day.